Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, you are very much welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always stopping by. Thank you so much for always clicking on my video. As you can tell by the title, I made this beautiful Ankara belt, which is also an underbust corset kind of. It is very easy to make and it is reversible, that is, you can wear both sides of the belt. As you can see that I have changed it here. So without wasting much of our time, let's just get started. Welcome guys. So this is my pattern paper which I have cut out, and the length is my waist measurement divided by 2. That is, my waist is 26, so divided by 2 I have 13, and the width it is 5 inches. So now I divide the measurement into 2, then I add half inches. If I divide 13 into 2, I have 6.5. So 6.5 plus half inches, I have 7 inches over here. So I'll just be marking the line down here, then I'll be connecting the line just like this. So now I'll be extending this pattern paper. So I added a paper of 3 inches, and the length was to the parts, the 7 inches I marked earlier. Then I'm connecting this with a curve, with my French curve, just like the way I've done. Then towards this end too, I will take like about half inches over there, just to make it curvy. So for here too, I'll just draw my curve like this. As you can see that the way I draw this one is different from the way I draw the one at the top. The one at the top is kind of curvy, while this one is just pointed, like this is a sharp V kind of. So now I'll also adjust this part too by half inches. Then now I'm going ahead to use my marker to draw out the line that I'll be cutting out, just to draw out what I'll be cutting out. So this is me using my marker to just connect the line. So now after connecting the line, I will use my scissors to trim out the excess parts over here. I'll just trim it out like this, and I'll trim out the lower part too. So now after trimming it out, this is what I have. So after that, I noticed that it is kind of too pointed over there, so I'm reducing it by half inches. So I'm just redrawing the line, then I will cut it again just to reduce it by half inches. That's all what I did. So this is what I have now, and towards this tiny part here, so I mark out 2 inches, and this 2 inches is for the back. When you're tying your corset, you need space so that you can tighten the corset. So that's the space. I'm just cutting out 2 inches. As if you don't know, I folded this pattern like it's half, so when you are cutting it, you cut it folded. So now I've labeled it up and down, then I've went ahead to cut my Ankara. So I used 2 different Ankara fabric. So like the first Ankara I showed you, I added my paper stay to it. This paper stay is very thick, and for this second Ankara, it's pieces. The Ankara is not one, it's pieces, so I just join the pieces together. So at the joining area, I'll be adding my crinoline. So in case if your pattern is not pieces, you can just divide it like the way I've shown you. You just divide it like that, then on the point you just roll it out and you mark it. So now I went ahead to sew my crinoline on it. So now in case if what you cut is not pieces, this is how you will do it. So this midpoint, you roll a straight line. Please, my line is not straight because I'm just using this for example. Then you roll another line over there, just like that, just 3 or as much as you want. Just roll, so, and you will just sew it on top just like that. So that's how you will do it. So now I went ahead to make this my rope loop, like the hole at the back where I will put my rope. So I measured 2.5 inches, and I'm using 4 each for both sides. That is 4 on this side and 4 on the other side. So I've cut it out to 2.5 inches, and I'll be sewing with half inches. So I'll just sew both sides. So this is it after sewing both sides. As you can see, it is very neat. So this is my other part. I just added the crinoline to just one part of the Ankara, and this other Ankara I added a thick paper stay. It's looking like a peplum stay. I don't really know the exact name, but it's very thick, like a peplum stay, like a collar stay or a peplum stay. I don't know what it is called. So now I'll be leaving an opening, a wide opening, which is very important to turn it. So I'll just sew it round. So that part over there is my opening. So after sewing with 1/2 inch all around, I'll be trimming out my excess fabric. You know, this fabric is thick. So the first Ankara I added paper stay, just the soft paper stay, and on this second Ankara I add something like a collar / peplum stay kind of thing. That's what I use, and it is very thick, like it was very thick. So this is what I have now. So this is the opening I left. Make sure you leave enough opening in case you want to turn it, so it will be easy. So I've went ahead to turn it and I'll fold it in. Then I'll be using my needle and thread to make an invisible sewing. I don't know if you know this kind of sewing. It's kind of invisible. That is, when you sew, it will be as if you use machine to sew it inside and you now turn it out. But it's the opening, so we need to close it up. So that's what I will just be doing now. So in case you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, in case you haven't liked this video, in case you haven't commented, please just drop a lovely comment now, and thank you. So I'm just sewing this up just to close this opening. Why I'm using this is because I don't want to stitch on this my belt. But you can, another method you can use is just to stitch on it, just sew round, like towards the tip, maybe like with a 1/4 inch, just sew round. But I don't want that, so I just want it to look as if everything is inside. So that's what I'm doing. So I'll cut out my excess rope, and this is what it looks like. I'm just trying to trim it out. So this is what it looks like, and you can see it is really nice, and it is very easy to make, like very easy to make. Within 30 minutes you can make this. So this curvy part here, it will be the part up, while this sharp V will be the lower part. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. There's one part that looks as if it's curved, so that's the upper part. So this is the rope I'll be using. This is the rope that they use for knapsack, or the stick kind of rope. You can use any rope actually. So but I'm using this rope, so I'll just be lacing it like that, just to show you the beauty I made. So I'll be lacing it off like that. As you can see, it is really nice. It looks nice, very nice. So this is the front part of the Ankara, and that's the inside, and this is the other side too. As you can see, it is really nice and it is very beautiful. So you can make this and you can put it, you can style it with, it's either a shirt or a gown or whatever you want to style it with, and it will really look nice, like very nice. I really love it. So see it on my body. This is the back and this is the front. So what do you think about this underbust corset? What do you think about it? Do you like it? Will you be trying it? If you'll be trying it, just let me know in the comment section. If there's anything you want me to know, just tell me in this comment section and I'll reply you as soon as possible. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing, for liking, for commenting, and I'll see you in my next video.